probably needs no introduction. We just need to fight our way through the crowds here because this is probably the biggest draw at this year's Goodwood Festival of Speed, and it is the ASTON Martin Valkyrie, one of the most extreme road cars that's ever been made. Originally conceived, of course, by Adrian Newey at Red Bull Racing. He's since left the project and left it to Aston Martin to bring this thing over the finish line. I mean, to look at, it's absolutely insane. Look at the front splitter on that. And this is supposed to be a road car. I've got speed bumps on the road I live in. I'm not sure that would get over them. It's about the engine, this car. That's the main event, because back there you've got the 6.5 litre V12 from Cosworth revving to over 11,100 RPM, I believe. In total, 1,160 horsepower. That's including 160 horsepower from the hybrid system, which is integrated into the gearbox, so 1,000 horsepower from the combustion engine. I mean, it just doesn't get more exciting than this. And today, I'm going to get a chance to be a passenger. So let's ask a question. Can a car that's as driver-focused as this, that purports to be the closest thing to an F1 car for the road, can it take passengers? Well, let's find out. Because apparently if I click a little button down here, somewhere here, there we go, the door pops open. There we go, you've got these amazing gull-wing doors. And the benefit of those, of course, is they're cut into the roof there, which gives me a bit of space to drop down into rather than, you know, taking a run up and having to dive in. So here goes nothing. One leg first. Stand on the seat, make sure you haven't got any dog muck on your shoes, which I don't when I last checked, and drop into the seat. That was pretty graceful. You could do that outside the club. Now, the seating position, this is the really interesting bit, because I've slotted my feet down into a narrow little path there. They're quite high, so this is a proper F1, if not quite an F1 car, but certainly a racing car position where you've got your knees and your feet quite high above your hip points. So you've got this laid back seating position. But once you're in, it's fine. It's pretty snug, I'll be honest. But the whole point about this car was to make this central passenger canopy with the engine and the gearbox behind you as narrow and as aerodynamic as possible, and then just to hang the wheels and the suspension off that, because it's all about aerodynamics, this car. It's all about downforce, pace around the track, and honestly, if you're slightly squished as a passenger, that's not the primary concern. But look, I'm 5'8". Darren Turner, who's going to be driving me, is also 5'8". We'll be fine. It's quite snug in here, don't get me wrong. I like you, Darren, which is a good thing. We're shoulder to shoulder. I don't want to get in the way of your driving earlier. Just sort of describe that, because how does the quite cramped space in here affect the driving of it?
Well, in terms of like the seating position, it's really comfortable.
Yeah, it is quite comfortable. Got to be honest.
Like obviously the background I come from, this is a normal driving seat where your bum is a bit lower than your feet. Yeah. And the steering's nice and close. So in terms of functionality for driving and feeling the car, it's a really natural driving seating position. The sheer pace that you can get out of the car and its capability is it's electrifying to drive. It really is.
So like, you got the downforce, you got the grip. What's that engine like? Because I'm about to experience it. I'm an impatient sod, aren't I? Basically, that's the thing. That revving to 11. You know, race cars don't rev high, do they?
I think when I 20 years ago, I was lucky enough to do a bit of F1 testing, and they were over that sort of thing. But in reality, most things are 7, 8, aren't they? And then to be able to scream an engine up to going past 11,000.
I love this. Look, in the digital rev counter in front of you. So
here
we are.
To 12. Hopefully we won't get to 12.
Exactly.
And obviously the noise when it's revving that high is incredible in terms of it is loud. It's a loud place to work or to be in and to drive. But the sheer acceleration.
So do you feel the electric assistance, or is it kind of in the background really?
No, you can feel it, because it's obviously doing torque fill. And it's like it's adding power when it needs to add the power. And then you've got the option of adding it yourself. If you just think 1,000 brake horsepower isn't enough, you can wind it in a bit more. So, but the nice thing is it's got so much drivability as well. You know, like you've experienced this. We've done some low speed manoeuvrability to get to this point, and it's easy to use. But then when you get out on all the handling performance circuits that we've been driving on, it just comes alive, and that's the fun part about the Valkyrie.
Have you taken it through a McDonald's drive-through yet?
No, I've not.
That's the real test of a road car, isn't it?
Well, I think with these doors, it's easy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Be all right.
Yeah,
we'll get Big Mac through there. You're not planning to go in the hay bales, are you?
No.
Nah.
If it happens, then we're just going to walk off into the distance.
Yeah, and just never come back.
Yeah.
Now the record up the hill.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Do you know what it is?
No, but I'm not even.
39.9 seconds. Roman Duma in the VW IDR.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yep, I'm not rising to the bait. I'm 100% not rising.
You know what? I tell you what. Look, I'm not going to egg you on. But I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I might put in a casual 45.
It'd be just casual.
Yeah. No, I want it as uncasual as you're allowed.
It'd be like a nice sedate drive up the hill.
Just
to show you the low speed capabilities.
No, I've already seen those on the way from the paddock to here. They are excellent. All right, here we go. We're next on the start line.
All right.
Flipping hell.